No money. No money, don't give. Hey, oh, okay, for sure. Hold on, everything's falling apart. Wait.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Okay, let's continue the story quest. We were pretty busy last time. I'm sorry for that. Let's continue the story quest. It's pretty noisy in the background, sorry. Okay, I gotta turn down the volume. Like, dang. Can't even hear the story quest. Okay, we're back again in Spina di Ursula base. This should be fun. Hoo, 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 hoo.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it?
Those meetings sure did make me hungry.
Hyman didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh?
Yeah.
Hyman thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Hyman thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised.
Do you feel more confident after the meetings, Paimon? No.
Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to say. Hyman doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Hyman sure will do great. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Huh?
Is something wrong?
Did you just pour some tea?
No.
Hyman didn't notice you doing that at all.
No, I didn't.
Then what's that? Hyman's never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
What?
Who's that voice? But there's no one here.
Ah, have you forgotten me already?
It's Verena.
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
What?
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong.
Is that Verena? That's probably the other Verena.
You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Who are you? What do you want with us?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Oh, wait. Ah! It's fucking... Please, Mom. Yes, please, Mom. Allow me to ask you, will Fontaine's prophecy come true?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
There's no way.
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so easily be changed?
There it is again, fate. Can there really be no exceptions?
Ah, so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff.
I think the cup is just about to gone as well.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change.
I did not really get it.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Play my part. What do you mean?
This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
The voice. It's gone.
The cup of tea is gone as well. The Magian is the fluid. You're leaving us for us? Okay. Unexpectedly, there's no breathing in your bed. When you wake up, someone seems to be outside. Probably Farina.
I want to hear someone talking. Alright, coming.
You're getting more diligent, Paimon.
Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively...
Luna!
How have you been these past days?
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
Charlotte.
Why, yes!
Charlotte.
It was Charlotte. You remember her, right? That daredevil journalist?
Yes, I remember her.
I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
Exactly.
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Actually, someone already came over, and it's Alice's mom.
Huh?
Oh, wait. It's Klee's mom. No. It's Klee's
Goodness
mom.
gracious. Are you serious?
I believe she came to pass a message for us.
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times.
Oh, it's not
She
Alice.
said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Bruh.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so...
This is taking too long.
Perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now.
It's in the end. We're gonna know soon.
Traveler, Paimon, are you two alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for, and believe in, miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful.
Wow, what deep words.
Perhaps
I did
that's
not
what Emma's
understand.
trying to tell you. Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Huh. You do have a point.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start talking about work-related stuff... Oh, I need to get going.
Okay, bye. Don't worry about it, Mona, and thank you.
It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did.
No, I won't.
I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
Paimon feels kinda moved by what Mona said, but also kinda sad. Hey, Traveler, Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's walk around the city, shall we?
No,
There's a
let's
few
go.
spots we always like to walk by.
My phone is really laggy right now. How am I supposed to go outside? I know teleportation. Oh wait, I forgot I took off child's artifacts. I need to change that. Let's go. Harkun team.
Witness my magnificence!
Time to broaden our horizons again.
Ras is so cute.
Shower me with praise.
I have the legendary weapon. I have the 5-star. This is C1 by the way. I have insane luck if you didn't watch the video. Yeah.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper.
Yo, we're famous.
What's going on?
Maybe we're famous.
Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy, but that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report? A blonde adventurer with their white fairy legends trailing in their wake. It is said that this mysterious traveler once visited the underwater fortress. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in space. Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
I did
She
not
hasn't
even
been able to get a hold of
understand the
anything
word.
at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
That sure seems to be the case.
Ugh, seriously? Well, fine. Those
Alright.
headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
Okay, where are we going next? Hopefully we meet Farina on the way. I like Farina. Yeah. She's better than real girls. Fuck you, real girls. Actually, no.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
Yep. Elemental reaction. When Pyro meets Cryo, melt occurs. When Pyro or Cryo attack causes this reaction, it deals increased damage. We know. I'm not a dumbass. Ooh. Oh, we're surely gonna meet Farina here. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake!
Doesn't it sold out for the day?
It was so delicious the last time we tried it! Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go! Paimon's sure it'll be great!
Can't let anyone get ahead of us.
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia!
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Si Dee.
It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Wait, did he really say something like that?
Yes.
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
I don't like cake that much. I only like the chocolate one. Yeah, that's all.
Do you come here often?
No.
Usually every day.
Just say every day, man.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think?
Well, she would probably find another way to get cake, like find another store and get cake over there or something.
But why would it close?
Oh, you got him there. Got him there.
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like in the prophecy.
The fuck? Bro, stop.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today. No,
That's right.
It's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
Somehow I actually understood that.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go?
No.
These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
I forgot that furries don't understand emotions. Yes. This lady is furry. It's called being depressed.
Oh, you know Sichuan?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans.
What the fuck does she know about humans? She's not a human. She's a fucking monster.
She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here.
No, that's not fucking true. I'm fucking depressed right now. If you gave me fucking food, I would not feel happy at all.
I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
If only I worked that way. If someone gave me food when I'm depressed, and then I wish that worked on me. Sadly, it doesn't. So let's move on.
And there she goes. Alright, let's dig in. I'm unsure this cake will be delicious.
You share a glance with Paimon and snarf down the cake.
It's more delicious than last time. And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Where do we go next? Hotel D board. Hotel D board. Bored. I am bored. It's only been 17 fucking minutes. 18 actually. This is gonna be a long live stream. It's gonna be like 2 hours and 49 minutes or something. Probably. That's my main guess.
Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Let's go. Wait. Let's go.
Wow!
It's already night. What the fuck? Yo, Jacob. Jacob.
Nerve. You just used us to make some quick Mora.
Look, it's Jacob in the back. The pillar Jacob.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though. It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Really? Oh, you're the best.
I think people in Fontaine just deal with their problems with fucking food. They just give, yeah. If like there's a doctor in Fontaine, and then as depressed patient comes, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I'm fucking like Joe Biden or something.
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
Hell no.
When Mona mentioned you, we thought of coming to see you at work.
I see. It seems you've already bumped into Mona here in Fontaine. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said you're a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
Ah.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveler and Paimon?
Please, no. I don't want an interview.
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
No.
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
So basically, water came up from the ground, and then Nebulette came. Child got fucking sucked in the water of fontaine or something. Yeah, that's all. That's about it. Seriously, want to interview me?
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. I'll need a few days to prepare.
Oh, in that
Thank
case,
you.
we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Okay, goodbye. She has a vision.
Wait,
She's a
Shadow,
cryo.
Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
Are you single? No.
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
Suck a dick. I'm kidding.
That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily.
Wait. Can't you just use a waypoint or something? Like, teleport from the other world. Teleport to Liyue or something. That's the most basic way of escaping Fontaine.
From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal, rather. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person,
Oh.
then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless.
No. They would just forget about it like in a couple of days or something.
And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible.
Oof.
I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
Okay, bye.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Is it rising already? I'm not ready. We did not even have an interview with Farina. I really want to talk to her. Only Farina would make me feel better. Girls in real life that just don't care
The
about
sea breeze and
about you.
scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking,
What? Yes?
if it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do?
Well, there's a lot of options actually for that. Paimon, let me tell you some of them. We can go to Liyue, Mondstadt, Sumeru, and wait, I'm forgetting one. Inazuma, yes. We can go to the next region, of course. That's what we always do. We go to the next region, that's all.
No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do?
Kill myself. If I could choose. It's just like Charlotte said. Suddenly trying to consider what to do is pointless.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep on journeying.
You mean, still traveling?
Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world. Oh,
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
yes, but I'd like to do more. And by the way, that mountain in the back just looks like a fucking pixelated worst graphics on earth. The banner goes back and forth between the two of you as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. The next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts an interview in the Spina di Rosula safe house at the Flavic Center. Navia, having finished her business in Pasan, even drops by to take a photo with the two of you as all goes well. Nah, fuck. I'm getting fucking sick. Yeah, we back.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough. But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
I guess it fucking stinks in the Fortress of Merpide. I'm sure of that.
So the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I am, boy.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillat sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Meropide.
So are you under the impression that we might be wanted criminals?
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Let's hear it.
Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
A riot?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious. Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her.
Dang! What? Is that true? Yo, that better be true. Like, what the frick?
Loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis.
Ah, I see.
And before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
I guess Zhongli is a safe one. And also Venti. They did not get blamed.
So what happened after that? Is Farina okay?
Of course.
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
So let's find her. Let's find her.
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
Fuck her. I'm
Good.
kidding, I'm sorry.
Monsieur Nervillat sent me to tell you about the situation, but
But
he
honestly,
didn't say
they-
anything else.
Okay. But honestly, they could actually fuck her up, like beat the shit out of her. And Farina could not do anything. Did you see how the knave like attacked her and she was so scared? The rioters could actually destroy her in a 1v1 fight. Just like a one man. Yeah, they could actually beat the shit out of Farina. That's true.
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Ah, is that so? Well, all right then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the Palais now.
Okay, goodbye. Yo, we're gonna be finding a missing Farina. Let's go. The smug face.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
You sure caught on quickly.
If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
Yo, just like fucking Facebook content creators. They like do something shitty, then they turn off their page and they go missing, and they will just wait for the heat out. They will just wait for the controversy to go down, and then they will come back. That's the same thing that's happening here.
And as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone.
She doesn't. She's kind of sweet, if you think about it.
When Nervalet was
I hope
talking
so.
to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too. Cool, huh?
I see becoming a detective's done you some good. Looks like those detective novels had an effect on you.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come!
Let's go. Give me a reward. Give me a reward. Let's go. Let's get it.
Gather!
Gotta. Gotta. How did I even get... Oh wait, I'm gonna turn this on full. Oh wait, I could actually heal myself. I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
Strike a pose!
I could actually heal myself. I'm so stupid. Why is she in Poisson? Why is she in Poisson? Isn't that where the Spirina de Ursula members are? That doesn't make any sense. Why is she there? I wonder
This
who's...
place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors
Oh,
must have
Vincenzo. This is
evacuated
my
already.
old classmate.
All that's left here are signs of devastation.
I wonder who's watching the
Could
stream.
Farina really be here?
Whoever is that
Let's try to
one
find her
viewer,
as soon as
thank you so
possible.
much for staying for at least 30 minutes. I've been seeing that for like 30 minutes now. Yo, it's my clone. It's the long-haired Farina. And I'm the short-haired one. Yeah, she has long hair. She got nerfed.
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Shh, stay quiet for now.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
Don't give up, Farina. I'm here for you.
What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead.
Not everyone's dead. Not everyone's dead. Those are just some 6 people. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then Silver and Melus. I think that's 9 people. That's 9 people.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out.
Is she gonna jump?
I'm sorry.
She needs a hug.
But what can I even do? Other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over.
Farina. ...
Who's that?
her tears went away.
Don't worry, Farina, it's just us.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another
Oh, the
land.
music.
Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
I feel so bad for Farina.
Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
Traveler, give her a hug, please. Come on. Developers, please give her a hug. At least hug one Archon or something.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process
No,
it.
no, stop denying it. Stop denying it.
Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson. I
can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marish Chaussee Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
This is what my friends are. They're just hiding everything. They don't want to share their secrets. They're fucking like that. I know some girls who don't share their secrets, like their problems or something. They don't want to talk about it. They're like Farina right now. Farina is like those girls right now. Stop trying to act out, Farina. You're actually beyond devastated right now, aren't you?
Of course not.
Stop hiding it.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there!
Oh shit, we're about to brawl. Let's go.
Quick, after her!
Okay, let's get ready to fight.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are. They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they?
No. We must fucking protect them.
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
Oh, we about to fuck them up.
Farina, just
No,
run
we
off.
can't. We should have just killed them or something.
Quick, we have to catch up with her.
Okay, let's go. Chase scene. Yo, chase scene. Bro, they're jogging. They're fucking jogging. They're too slow. Oh, they're so blind. They're so fucking blind. How are they so blind?
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What is this place?
It's Poisson. Poisson.
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
This is nice interaction with Farina. I love it. I love every second of it. That makes me happy. For the first time. Well, 58%. I'm dying of depression. Hey. This is taking too long. Come on. What the heck?
Paimon's exhausted.
How are you even like exhausted when you're just literally floating? I would love to have powers like that, like floating around. That would be nice.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
This place is not what I'd call soundproof. You might want to lower your voice to stay hidden.
You're right.
I will lower my voice as well.
Yep, that's a good girl.
Oh shoot. Yo, we about to be fucking crushed.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck. I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Oh shit, we about to get flooded.
It can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvellette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already...
It's only 9 people. Don't worry about it. We could have had more in Fontaine. Has Farina finally reached her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. Begin to talk amongst yourself as Farina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me. I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end.
Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
But even then, you still haven't given up yet, right?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
But that would also mean that all hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson.
Ooh.
Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late.
That's right.
Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
I knew it. I always knew that Farina has something in her. She's not a bratty child. She's just a tsundere. She actually loves us. She actually cares for Fontaine. She's not like a bratty child who's like doesn't care about anything other than herself. She's not like that. And I love that about her. She actually cares about the people. And the fact that she's been trying for hundreds of years. Dang. She deserves a hug. And the people are treating her like shit.
Well, that's
She
enough
changed
for
her
now.
emotions.
I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, don't
No,
take
they're gonna
any
feel
of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Changed.
Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
She changed her personality. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden.
Yes.
That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. And that someone is me. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
Yes, and you should definitely share it with me.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Yes.
If that's the case...
There's no time left. Please, Farina, just spit it out. Oh, story quest, cutscene. Let's go. Ooh. Let it out. Oh, what the fuck? No way. No way. What the frick? I did not realize this was part of the plan. How did Lena even do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
So, this is what it is. Yes,
You deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes. Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
Yes.
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial?
Ooh.
In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh shit.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Of course he would. She would. Oh shoot. Yo, it's the stringless.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Oh! Is she actually gonna let it out? Oh. What?
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
Chlorine.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Yes.
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
Oh, sure. You're not even a god yourself, and you would be still beaten by a bitch.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
It just means, I'm scared.
Looking for excuses again, huh?
Yep.
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time.
Oh, she's finally gonna admit it.
I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself. But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice!
Oh shit, let's go.
This time, I will protect you.
Bro, I wish I could have a fucking girl like Farina. I wish I could have a girl like Farina. She will protect me. That's cute.
Applaud and rejoice! One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes. Mark my words.
Oh, she's
this
dancing.
shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine! The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin!
She really knows how to hype up everything. Like, dang, that's the best.
Woohoo!
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, now we're making history.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes?
She has ways to dodge everything. Bro, I feel like if she cheated on a guy or something, she could get away with it. Like, she would have a lot of things to say and then get away with it.
Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
Yes, of course.
All right,
Hopefully,
then.
hopefully, hopefully.
Who will be my opponent in this trial?
Never let.
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Oh, it's me. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
We were so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it turned out like this. It turned out like this in the end. It's okay, though, as long as we can defeat Farina in the court, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. Is Farina taller than me? Hopefully not. Oh, Dinali's or
Also,
the trees.
please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins.
Okay, what is it?
Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
How is their voices so loud that they can reach the other side? It's so low.
I
Can't
can
even
go
hear
over the
it.
tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
That's cute.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Wait, hold on. I gotta screenshot this. I love how Farina looks right now. She looks shocked.
The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
My main question is, how did they get that thing to the opera house?
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
I don't buy it. Like, how did you... What? It's so far away from the court of the opera house. I don't get magic. I don't get magic.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course, was an Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
Let's get this trial started. Come on, I'm excited.
You're welcome.
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support.
Aw.
The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
The Fatui actually helped us. What the heck?
We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
Yes.
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Sorry about that. We deceived you back there.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight.
She would win
Also
automatically.
that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson.
No, that was not my plan.
You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
No, she guessed wrong. We actually wanted to talk with her.
Oh?
My mission was to give you one last chance. We hope that you'd share your secret with us.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance.
You took too long, you dumbass. We wanted to give you a chance.
It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the
Yo,
very
it's the meme.
end.
It's the meme. Wait. Objection. Wait, hold on. Screenshot. Get him. The only thing you can do is to judge the Hydro Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bored by the conversation earlier. What did Fernie want to say to me right before we arrive on the stage? She wanted to say I love you. Oh!
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along.
What is it?
This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, oh, let Paimon see. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh? Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine! So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument!
Can't believe I'm learning about argumentative stuff when I'm learning about argumentative essays in school. That's weird. It's not coincidence. The super practical gift. I would never have thought of using it in this way.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Why does my traveler look sad?
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right.
Next.
This is the first time Monsieur
wait.
Nervillette had a difference of opinion with the oratories. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out.
Oh, I already know all of this. I already know. I already know all of that. I still remember the first time.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, come on, Nervillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
Oh, are you sure?
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon.
He actually talked. He actually spoke something.
Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Dang. The hell? This is so weird hearing the Traveler talk.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
The actual Archon is Nervillette.
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted.
Oh. He accepted it?
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
No. Yes.
Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
This is insane.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
That's right.
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory.
Nervillette is much more stronger than you. You're scared to fight a human, and yeah, that's about it.
See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld?
Hold on, I gotta adjust the volume. Wait, that's good.
If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon, but that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
It's kinda normal to live 500 years. I mean, Dainsleif is not a god, but he lived like 100 years or something, like 500. He's not an Archon, and he survived that. Does not and Shao is not an Archon as well, and he lived like 500 years. Ah, my fucking eyes. The Nave, irrelevant. Irrelevant. Wait, hold on. Maybe this game could actually teach me about something, about argumentative stuff or something. Because this is all about argument. No, I'm not gonna use that. Let's use child's conviction.
That doesn't sound right. Paimon doesn't think this clue can be used as compelled.
Okay, how about the knave?
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
It doesn't matter who gave the information. What matters is the veracity of the claim.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble the type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Ooh.
You sensed it too, huh, Neverlet?
So, Farina, instead of an Archon, you could just be a cursed human. Oh no. Oh, so that means we can... Oh, we can date her. Let's go. Let's go. We can date Farina. Kidding.
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Isn't Zhongli also a human, and Venti, and... I think they're all in human form.
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Okay, that's right. Ooh. It's balanced.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being?
Well, you have the functions of a human being. You eat, you sleep, you pee, you poop, you blink, you breathe. You have everything. You have everything as a human has.
Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods.
Well, I don't think that's true, because the gods got literally defeated by humans as well. Way back then, they got defeated by the Fatui, like Venti. He got destroyed. Well, does that not make any sense?
For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house.
Oratrice.
Or consider the endemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Why did she say the Analyse? It's supposed to be pronounced the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Oh. Oh. How about we? There are trees, dinalis, kamalis,
That doesn't.
Okay, that's wrong. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
Ooh.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
Dang. Okay, we got her there.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
The real Hydro Archon? Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure, we can put the Oratrice aside for now, but then, Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon? There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
We can fucking duel.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
Woohoo!
You don't need to go that far.
A brief demonstration of your power over Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capabilities of a human with a vision.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Ooh, got him there.
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium!
Bitch, you're not fucking Nahida. You're not Nahida. You're not like Nahida.
Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Got him there.
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
No. Oof, we got him there.
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you, please? You've got to believe me.
No, she's pleading. Oof, that's bad. That you dug yourself a deeper hole.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is?
Neuvillette.
If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow, she came up with yet another
Come
argument.
on.
How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
Hopefully this is the last argument. If we can't prove that she isn't the Archon, we can try to prove that she is just a human. And if she's only a human... Okay, which is a good one? Oh, here. No!
That doesn't...
Okay, another... Is that correct? Please. Fuck. Okay, you won.
It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that means...
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson.
What?
As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives.
That's no use. She's just gonna find a way to dodge that fontaine water again. Watch.
Including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater? If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
No, she's... Oh! She's actually gonna try. Oh no. Oh shoot. Oh, please don't die, Farina. Please. Farina?
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Ah, why? Come on.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to... that's not what we thought she would...
Oh, frick. She's gonna kill herself. She's gonna commit suicide. Don't. Please don't.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Oh! Oh, shoot!
Hey!
Oh, she actually did it.
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
She looks shocked.
Miss Siegewin? If you are present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin?
She's winning.
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that
She's nervous.
she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you,
got
Miss
him there.
Seedwing. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur.
Oh, they thought of a backup plan, so that she wouldn't get dissolved and accidentally kill herself.
We don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Even the Archon.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have
died.
I can't believe you.
Oh, we got him. What's really going on? Farina can't have known the consequences of touching that water as a human. This is too unlike how she actually acts, unless it's actually more important to her for her to keep up her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Oh no. Oh no, that gives us more power.
Anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
No, she's breaking down. Oh. No, she lost. She needs a hug. No.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
She lost. She's crying. No.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. She's too stacked against her now.
No. It's so sad. I feel bad for her. Yo, this is...
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
No. Guilty.
Guilty.
Fuck. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I just had to screenshot it. I'm so sorry. Frick. Oh, this is so
We
sad.
shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale
Yo,
to
he
render
said
the final verdict on the charges.
He said it. Now shall turn to the Ortiz. He said the TikTok meme. Ortiz Mechanic Analyst Cardinal. Say it again, come on. Yo, we're getting a 5-star right now. Ooh. Yo, we got a 5-star.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique
D'Analyse
d'Analyse
Cardinale.
Cardinale, Farina is...
Not guilty. That's not. It's gonna say not guilty. Look.
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
Did the Ortiz just declare Farina to be innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Ooh.
Isn't that correct then?
No.
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty, to be punished via the death sentence.
What the fuck? No, you're not gonna kill her. I'm gonna defend her.
The death sentence?
No way.
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
I'm fucking shocked as
The
them.
one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court.
Oh.
And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice?
No.
We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth. How did things escalate this quickly?
Shit, we gone too far. We gone too
This
far.
outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
No. No. The death sentence should be not used.
Yeah, even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
What's more strange is, instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered the judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
She's the Hydro Archon. I have a theory. It's probably the other Hydro Archon, like Nahida has two people in her or something. It's probably the other one. Or Farina, probably. Farina is still a god.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt.
Yo, he has some useful information.
Is the trial still going?
Fremine! Oh, you finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
Somehow, Fremine brings a stone slate onto the stage.
Is that the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate?
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
He is very deep, so don't worry that the mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's not too late for you to shine.
Thank you for your
What the
hard
heck
work,
is this?
Mr. Femine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. We'd like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Teleporting. Look at this transition.
So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like the previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power, turning oceanids into human beings.
I believe I have now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon.
So, who's being executed? Is it not Farina? I thought Farina is still a Hydro Archon.
So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kinda talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and the events in real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will...
Okay. Oh no, I'm running out of battery.
Slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids. Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well. The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Oh yeah, it happened.
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on. We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
No way. You should show the power of Humboldt. Using a divine power to turn ocean into people. Just this is flying in the sky. Wait. Oh, wait. First it was this. Yes. Verify.
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontanians can be, and the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans.
Okay. Okay. That's correct. Max. Verify truth. Bring down upon the gods the sin no. Is it T? Fuck. It's fucking never that. It's Navia. Who? Who? Oh, you fucking asshole. You did not give me that.
What is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervalette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
My phone is about to explode, I'm sorry. I gotta use the fan. Okay, next.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment.
No, I did not read that. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm sorry guys. Okay, I already know this. Well, we cannot use her. Oh wait. Fuck. It's never let.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true if...
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an Oceanid. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin.
A death sentence?
Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Okay, got everything. Verification complete. This is like fucking Google or something. I need to take a piss.
Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now! So that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
The first slate reveals that Vartanians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
You're not humans. You're not fucking human.
We're not real humans.
I'm only human after all.
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis.
So the Elucidid we've been fighting in Liyue was actually a Fontanian.
The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vache dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial, all of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Indeed.
The second state reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontanians from Oceanids. Oh!
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably anchored Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
Oh.
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
As for the third slate, I'm convinced that it should come after the fourth slate.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts that fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
Yes.
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
So, Neverlet is not a human.
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Let's go.
Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontanians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea.
This looks insane.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
That's actually insane.
We were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
I can't even say anything. I'm lost at words right now.
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
They are in order. What is the third slate supposed to represent then?
A key point of the visual on the third slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice.
Can't be.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
Fuck.
What should we do?
I don't know. It feels like there's no way out of this.
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Yes.
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions. About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes?
Yes.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
Wait, could it be?
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come.
Yes.
It was both dream and reality.
Oh my fucking... It's already complete.
True culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root.
Shit. Oh shit. Yo, let's go. Another cutscene. Okay, the prophecy is happening right now. Rina's crying on her throne. Yo! What the heck? Yo, never let us Ultra Instinct. What the heck? Biden Blast! Biden Blast! Oh no! You didn't use Biden Blast. Come on, Biden Blast. Let's go. Shit, this is insane. Use the biting blast. Oh! Child to the rescue! Let's go! Child to the rescue! Oh shit! Oh! Oh shit! Oh. Yo, this is the bat. Oh, biting blast! Yo, what the hell? Yo, this is the best. Dude, this is the best cutscene ever. Child came out of nowhere and he's floating. Oh no, he's dying. No! No! What the shit?
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
That's right. I'd wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
Yo, we about to fight this fucking bitch.
It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be
destroying Tevat.
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
Child destroyed that bitch.
From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
It's too easy. I'm about to beat that shit up.
It is too late.
What do you mean?
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself. Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
I can kill him. I can kill it.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
Yes.
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
Nah, you can't do shit, you dumb bitch. You can't do shit. Because you're not a playable character at first, so you cannot help.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Not if I have anything to say about it. I will destroy it with my bare hands.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the...
Couldn't fight against fate. Wait, but if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Let's go, let's fucking kill it. Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone? Did I miss something? Farina, Was it that she wanted to go to say to me at that last moment in the giant box? Wait. Sorry, gotta screenshot this for this. What is her real secret? Oh shit, another cutscene.
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
No.
Furina!
Save her! Come on! Save her! Furina, wake up.
No, I still need answers.
That's literally... No! Save her! Okay, we got it. Flashbang. Oh fuck. No! Oh wait, what's that? Did she transform? Yo, what the hell? Okay, okay. There's still more to this story. Ooh, it's only been 1 hour. It's almost 2 hours. And I have 25% only. Come on, let's hurry up. I want to finish this. This story is insane. Like, this is the best. This is the best. Is that Farina?
You.
Farina? What? Okay.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Furino.
Ah, the sweet sound of
full sonors.
bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
It's because you're gay.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time.
So is Focalor still alive or not?
I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids? transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
So Egeria is the true Hydro Archon and not Fossilors. Huh?
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be.
It's a fake.
Anyway, so then I cursed her.
Fuck.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
I knew she was cursed.
Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy.
What?
Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Fossilor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
No.
Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
So sad.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Shit. Oh wait. What happened? Is she killed? Just like I did with Genshin. Oh, that's her. That probably isn't Farina. It's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, the opportunity is not to be missed. Let's me try talking to her. Please talk to her. Strike a pose. Oh. This is the real Farina.
Stabilize!
Strike a pose! Oh? Who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me, Farina.
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
But I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor.
those words?
The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and...
What sort of result must she have to... that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Turn off the lights. Oh!
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
I see everything.
Fuck.
Roll. Yeah.
Yahoo!
Okay, let's close it.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
What the frick?
Ah.
This is order.
Oh.
Here we go.
Commit it to memory.
Let's go. Okay, we got everything down. Yo, it's the golden ticket. Show me how you truly feel, Farina. Scene 1 before a mirror, Farina. What? Why did Farina cut her hair?
Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be?
Mirror you.
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me? What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
There's no...
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontanian just like them.
No, Farina
Will
won't.
I dissolve too?
No, you won't die because if only Focalor die, she dies.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Okay, we gotta finish this soon. Shit.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
Oh, that's what happened.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity.
Oh, that's why she was hiding it.
If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity.
No, it's alright.
But contending against humanity.
My mic is nice. My mic is okay.
I'm still not sure I understand, but
Oh.
I'll try.
No, it's okay.
I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
500 years.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Now we know all the truth. Oh, there's part 2. Come on. It's taking too long. Can I climb that? Come on. Come on. No.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Farina de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
Oh, so that's why she was like overconfident about everything.
Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self. Here in this opera house, you may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
A personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but...
They got shut down. Dang. They got freaking shut down.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Appear earnest.
No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want.
Okay, turn up the
The
drama.
scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And may law
Oh,
be the
shit.
prayer on our
Fuck.
lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
End the speech empathetically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Dang. What the heck? Okay, next. Please be the last one. Fuck. This is taking too long.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your...
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
It's already arrived. Oh, finally. Fuck. There's still more. Come on. Come on.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right. Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Okay. See, she actually cares about her people, but she's actually just playing a role. That's about it.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of...
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
Oh, so long. It's so long. So long. It's been so long.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Oh, that's the end.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
It's so
There'll
long.
be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've...
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an...
Okay, it's just the same again.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people. I just don't know when these days will end.
She has been suffering for 500 years. I feel so bad for her.
I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
And scene 5. There's still more. Come on. Oh! Final scene. What the fuck? 8,000.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dio.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer. A descendant of a line most ardent.
I feel like she's about to have a breakdown.
Surely you exaggerate. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
She's having a breakdown.
Are you crying?
She's having a breakdown.
Really now? I didn't even notice.
She's like the other girls. She's like girls in real life right now, having a breakdown, crying about everything. What a bitch. I'm kidding.
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god who...
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
She's...
so interminable. So lonely.
Oh, that's...
How much longer?
Oh, that's why she was crying in the fountain. The fountain.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
This is how girls are in real life. Like literally, they won't tell you. They won't tell you their secrets, but they actually want to tell you. But they're just so. But they just can't tell it because that's so sad. Something like that.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries, but there's not even a sliver. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have...
Is this the end? And... Is my mic broken? No.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
There's my voice in this scene. From when we were within the giant magic box.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Huh. Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
Then she got teleported.
I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard.
Oh, so that's what's happened. Then they got teleported.
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely
Oh, my
get
bad.
better.
I will fix it later.
All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Fine.
Can't do anything about it. My bad. Can't fix it. I have to use two of my hands.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
No.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must...
To deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed.
Will use my other headset.
Tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right
decision.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Udex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine.
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Linny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
The fuck?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the oratories. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon.
For the real Hydro Archon. For the real one.
The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
She's never let the Hydro Archon?
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
What?
But...
Oh, he's the Archon now.
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
No.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon,
Don't
cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervilette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
Sorry, I changed places. Changed my position. Oh well, let's get back. Sorry.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Fussalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
Oh, what's happening? It's time.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come.
No.
I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I
Sorry
find
for the
myself
background
a
noise.
little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
No, she's about to die.
Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
No, she's about to die. Oh! No! No, she's dead. Can you show the body? No, she's dead. Oh, she will be alive. No way. She's now a human. And he's now a dragon. He's crying.
I, Iudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What? What's happening? The Hydro Archon is crying, but he can now fly.
What they say is true.
I heard a voice. What they say is true. Oof. Yes, she will still remain. She's still alive. Okay, let's see what happens.
What just happened?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Never let just teleported outside.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Never let us mad right now.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
It can.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it.
Yo, Biden blast.
Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained your power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
This is insane. Let's go. Fight, fight, fight. We about to fight. Watch me kill this beast. This is too easy. Whew. No. Watch me destroy it.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the way. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
Oh no, I have to kill it.
Find a way to
Without
attack it from
never dead.
I shall share a part of the ancient dragon. I shall look for an opening together.
Stabilize!
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Brace yourselves. Grow!
I know what you're thinking, I'm dealing low damage, but that doesn't matter.
Solidify!
Oh, brilliant!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility.
Oh, they're almost dead. Shit. Shit. It's insane.
Stabilize!
Why is there a hole-looking thingy over there? It looks really scary.
I have granted you my faith. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to compress its root from within.
How can you use your power? I do not know how to use this power. This music is insane.
Committed to memory.
Okay, it lagged. Oh my god, it lagged. I will never let Willie use the Biden blast and destroy it. Is Child gonna destroy it? Oh no. What? Wait, who the fuck is that? Yo, I don't even know who that bitch is. Yo, he got yeeted out.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but
The Saritsa?
it was
Is that
just
Saritsa?
supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought.
Jinglu, hindi ko yung kilala. I don't know who that is. The master's pet.
Hyman has an idea. From what she said, it's just that he gave us the impression that she was, less...
I simply did not have
Skirk.
anything to say to the weak.
But you managed to defeat an all-devourer now without using the power from beyond this world.
So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring pet normal as a pet?
It's a a strange use of a planet's primordial water. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk?
Bruh.
Point being...
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well,
Skirk the master child. No.
Right. So you don't know him.
Harashimi did.
His name is Sertologi.
Sertologi.
So master isn't sufficiently famous. How
The
shall I
foul.
describe?
I don't know.
Still nothing. Well,
Jinglu is from Star Rail. Looks alike. Oh, I don't know them.
so you do know that name.
I don't know who that is. But it doesn't matter. Just want this to end.
My master is likely a similar sort to Rhino.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring has had nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely, in other words, the prophecy that you've been fetting should now be in full swing.
Should now be in full swing. The game sound is kinda low. There, are you happy? Are you happy?
Not to worry. Fosilo is already.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Verena will remain, weeping on her throne.
Ooh. Ooh. The freak?
Will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away?
No, I don't want to miss the cutscene. Just let me be. Is that alright now? Oh! Oh, they're still alive. They didn't fucking drown. Okay, that's good. Oh, it already happened. What? It already happened. But they did not drown. Oh, they're still alive. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck happened to Fontaine?
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
What the hell? This is insane.
Hurry!
What the hell? What the heck is happening? Oh, it's a pirate. They're all getting saved. So Fontaine is now not... We cannot go to Fontaine anymore because it's flooded. How are they not dead? Bro, how are they still alive?
Look! The water's receding!
Huh? No! No! Come on. I wish it didn't.
It's a miracle! The water's receding. We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Bro, everything is back to normal now. Everything's okay. Farina's safe. What's wrong? Let's go. They were all wrong. I did not see one animal on there. Not even one. That was the best ending I've ever seen. That was honestly the best. Did you enjoy that? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, it's over. It's over.
Attacks post-disaster, even old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving. Skyship Winglet, booner brain of the
What the
Fontaine
fuck?
Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of internet have suddenly become a shield people always call the first researcher man.
That's a big ass ship.
And should that matter... Wow, Paimon barely recognizes the people in the report. Those really pure, Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They might have been real big shots from the start. How did we did not see Charlotte? How did she even survive?
Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress.
Okay, I'm gonna bring back my headset. What did we get? Go back to Poison. Okay. Go back to Poison. Can't believe we just sit 3 hours of that just to see the world be okay. That was just 4.2. Wonder if there will be more Star Quest. That's the main question. There will be more Farina. Farina will get stabbed.
Solidify!
Oh, almost got him. Oh, there's a Fatui. Finally.
Navia!
Navia.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Nothing.
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snezovic. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours.
Sim.
I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
Okay.
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clorinde?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
so she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
She didn't face a god. She just threatened her, yes.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Okay, it's finally over. Yes.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it? Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Oh, it's almost over. Just a couple minutes of
quick.
suffering. We'll be done.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Chlorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already know where she was going?
Well, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridsley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting.
Great.
I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Is it over now? No! There's still more. No. No. Okay, it's only 30 primos. Okay. I'm good. Fortress of Meripede. I wonder how many months or years since the travel came to that place. 3. 2022. Okay, 2020. It's been like 4 years. 3. It's gonna be 4 years soon. Can't believe how far I've came to this place. Then here we are now. I started since 2021. Then 2024. Apparently it's September 20.
Wow, guess we're here again,
2020.
huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Is it the 4th anniversary already? No way. It's already the 4th. Oh, it's already the 4th. Now I don't know.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to
It's
the
been 0 years. Probably a couple of months.
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Why did she? I fucking hate Charlotte. I fucking hate Charlotte for interviewing about a lot of shitty stuff.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte,
Do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
Yes.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier, hmm?
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
It's gone.
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
No. Please
you
end it.
already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of
Why
you
did
like
she
to try
even
this
deserve
new
a...
drink I came up with?
She does not deserve an interview. Kick her ass.
Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take... sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile?
No.
So, how have things been at the fortress?
Old same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
Is it the end? You all work with Rising.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Neverlet's gonna be the new Hydro Archon. Farina's now gone.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time.
Oh, it's over. Thank you.
All right. Last stop, the docks.
Fuck you, 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 fuck you. Fucking hate Charlotte. The bitch. It's already 3:44. I didn't get to spend my afternoon yet. This bitch is taking too long, wasting my time. I'm not going to call a fucking lift. No, I'm gonna go fucking down. I knew it. Okay, we. Oh wait, it's finally the end. Come on.
They really are here!
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah,
17%
Charlotte,
left.
too.
Charlotte is a bitch.
Would you like a magic pocket?
No.
What sort of gadget is it? It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal. Trick a friend. I wonder which of my friends would fall for that. You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Yes.
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Let's go.
Sure. Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Per as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Doing alright.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
She gonna donate Primo Gems?
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Nothing.
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Fuck you, you dumbass.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
That's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
They don't give a shit.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd up, but back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
It's the knave.
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things.
No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Actually, I've just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello?
She will not appear.
If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable.
She will not appear.
Farewell.
I know
Farewell,
that.
Father.
But we will see Neverlet. I know that.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take...
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met, too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets. I guess this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated... All right, then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Goodbye. Please be the end. Come on.
Well, guess you said Charlotte, huh? So is this what Neverlet's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat.
Told you. Fucking told you. Fucking told you. I know this would happen. I always knew. I always knew. We were gonna interview Neverlet. And this is gonna take so fucking long. I hate this sometimes. Ooh, dodge. Okay, we're gonna end this fast.
The entrance to the fortress!
You almost fell.
He really is there!
Fuck you. You almost fell. Please end. Please be the end. Please. Please.
So, you really are here, Neverlet! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this...
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved?
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally...
Nurse of telling the truth, we saw that day. Okay, thank you. What's a large revelation this performance to say Fontaine?
Whoa. So that's what
I only
happened?
saw Farina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you in... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordials, but so long as those primordial
I
energies
hope you
remain
can read
within them,
fast, because read
I
it
could
fast
use
now.
the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy up. Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Yes.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
I'm not gonna ask about that.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is... As far as I'm aware,
A nation of
Natlan can be
dragons.
said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Natlan is also the nation of war. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations. The Harbinger
not
known
gonna
as the
appear, don't
Captain
even
has thrown his
think
hat
about it.
into the endless
Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, that's it for today. I'm gonna end it. I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had... We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready...
what is...
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Come on. Is there more? Fuck's sakes. Please do not be let. Please do not let there be any more.
Well, we're going to head topside...
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal, is it? I can finally catch the scent of your power. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very similar to a... I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains?
Huh. According to...
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her Gnosis to me, but I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to
Gonna speedrun
possess a
this.
different sort of common sense. Which, regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person dies...
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my... personal thoughts.
This third descender you refer to, who are they?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the...
Okay, please let be the end. I wanna end this. I wanna end my life. too busy right now. They want me to go home. It's fucking annoying. They're fucking annoying. They're fucking annoying. They're so annoying. Okay, please let that be there and give me my
That's
prize.
what she told me. Whether it would prove useful.
The remains of the third descender? So that's what the no-sees actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces.
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should...
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk.
I am the fourth descender. One of the diagnoses are related to the descenders, and two of the one came before me has already died.
I guess that you might already be familiar with this concept, but that means that the no-sees, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities. I wonder, does your...
Like being able to use elemental powers. No, let's not think about this stuff right now. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this.
Okay, it's over.
She sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a...
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way, and what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon...
Stop fucking crying. I did not enjoy that because my parents keep fucking talking to me, keep calling me. So very annoying, so I have to go. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. How should I end this?